I was just doing a little tidy up inside of the back of my tray for camp when I found this little bit right there. Thinking of you, love my mum and dad. And what's really funny is underneath my car, just sort of under here somewhere, my brother put a little inside joke for the both of us. So very sweet. I love my family. It's about time to go when my mate has run out of battery power, so he can't actually start. But what makes it worse is that we've got like a ton of people waiting for this campsite. They said no rush, and we weren't rushing, but this is honestly just the icing on the cake for today. You know, if we get bogged, we get bogged. Watch this space. I hope we don't. I hope that this is the end, but who knows? Who knows? Well, someone's bogged, not us, thankfully, and I hope it's not going to be us, but was driving along and these folks over here, they've gone and gotten themselves bogged. So we've gone out there. I pulled out my shovel, started digging a hole for them to help them get out. Didn't ask if they needed help. I just assumed, you know what, we all need to get out of here at some point. So, you know, gave them a hand. Jack's put his maxis down and I've gone and given them 2 of mine to pop down. The other ones are mine. And then the orange are Jack's. Now we're just finishing digging a hole and gonna try and get the car out. So yeah, that's that. Should be fun. We got them out, they saved. They went back the way they came. They're not gonna try. But honestly, I don't know why you try this track without a 4-wheel drive. Like, there are signs everywhere saying 4-wheel drive only. Kudos to them for getting this far, honestly. Yes. Up there is where they got bogged. You can't see it anymore. But Jack ended up snatching them out and oh my goodness. I actually got so scared because they came really close to my car and I was like, my God! But no, they knew what they were doing. Yay! Adventures. Let's go. Scenery out here though is really, really nice. We made it to Bottle Bay. We're not yet at Cape Peron. I figured after last night's spiel of kind of being told, you know, oh, you shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have done that, but you're here now, so, you know, have the last cabin in the inn type thing, that we'd travel to Bottle Bay campsite first. That up a little bit. I put out my awning. Tent still needs to go up the top. And now we're just gonna sit down, have a spot of lunch, because the time right now is about 12:30. So figured we'd stop and have lunch. But yeah, this is our view. It's a lot more secluded than the last place. And the beach is just over there. Just over there. We've still got to head on to Cape Peron. I don't know when we'll exactly do that. But we're here. We made it. And it felt so good to go over some of those 4-wheel drive tracks, especially after those tourists got stuck and bogged. Oh my Lord, it felt good. I felt powerful. And now I'm like, I can do it. I can do it. I mean, I definitely need new suspension in my car because my car was definitely, what's the word? The suspension was maxing out, so I could hear that in the car going creak, creak, creak. But otherwise it was, you know, pretty good adventure. And I definitely feel a whole lot more confident, a whole lot more capable. It was, yeah, a lot of fun. And there was one other muso on the road with me, so driving past them and being like, shuckers, you're driving my car, which means I can make it. If you made it, I can make it. So yeah, we came down to the beach Our campsite's probably about 100 metres that way. But yeah, this is the first look at the beach. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Looks so nice for a swim. It's a bit rocky here. And there's a rock pile on there. But yeah, swim in between this area and should be a great swim. Yes, I've put on a jumper. I'm a little cold. Always cold. Day 4 and I just had my very first swim in the ocean. It was so nice. I'm kind of like, maybe I should go back in because my hair's already dry, my clothes are already dry, and you know, the water was lovely, absolutely lovely. Nearly made it to Cape Peron. Such a nice view out here. Ended up ditching my car back at Bottle Bay to ensure that we've got a spot for tonight. We just ended up driving Jack's car over down here to Skipjack Point, and then of course Cape Peron, the top, or the westernmost point of mainland Western Australia. Exciting.
Baby, get down in the morning, friends relax. This is not a jump.
Just look at the contrast of red and white, and then the blue. Oh, this place is divine. And we're set up fully for once. This is the first time everything is up, everything is out, and all ready to go, and it looks great. We're all hoping to go down and catch the sun before it sets. Hopefully there'll be a pretty wicked time lapse after this little monologue part is finished. But yes, look, awning's all set up, the lights work, everything is great. The only issue that we ran into was the rooftop tent wouldn't open with the awning on with its legs fully up, so we just had to move the legs down a touch. But now it's all set up and it's great. Beach camping, so excited for the night here. Should be good. Fingers crossed there won't be any rain. The rain seems to have followed us. It followed us at the Billabong Roadhouse, and then it followed us just a little bit last night as well, so we'll see. Oh yeah, and on the drive back we nearly ran into a wild goat. Currently Making a hike down to the beach front to watch the sunset. The boys have got their fishing rods to see if there's any fish to catch, but it looks like it's going to be a prime sunset. Absolutely bonza. Look at that. Set up the time lapse soon and then we'll head off. The sunset was quite nice. The boys are fishing. Jack got his line stuck on a rock, we think, so he's going to go out and get that. Sit here. I'm going to sit here and do a word puzzle with the last dregs of the light while the two of them continue fishing. So I need to set up